Awesome. So welcome to our monthly webinar. Welcome to October webinar resources. As I said, I am Stephanie Anderson from the Missoula Alumni Association. You also have introduced my partner.
Christy Pornay here. I'm the Assistant Director of Annual Giving and Membership, and really excited to share this information with you all and hope that it can help you along the way while you're recruiting your members.
Yeah. So I know we've got Warren and Kathy on here. If you were able to join us at Leaders Weekend this past year for the 2019 Leaders Weekend, we unveiled this new resource online tool and some of these new membership updates. And so we're just really excited to share this with you all. If you weren't able to join us, though, I think it's really helpful for all of our volunteers. So we'll just dive on in. But before we get into the awesome new resource kit, want to give a few updates about membership for this coming fiscal year for the 2019-2020 year. So the biggest thing that we've previewed previously, but that we've updated our point system. So it's always been that groups have had a point requirement or a membership requirement for the number of new members that they should recruit for their organization under that appeal code, and it's always been basically per member. Well, we know that life membership is a much bigger investment. It's actually, we're able to invest those funds differently. And so we wanted to make sure that you all as volunteers and organizations were rewarded for recruiting those life members. So we've modified the system. An annual membership is still worth 1 point, the same way that it was previously. But now if you recruit a life member, whether it's a brand new life member that's not currently active, or somebody who is a current annual member who is going to upgrade to life, then that's worth 5 points. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck if you're able to convert a life member to under that appeal code. One other thing, again, that we previewed that last spring, really, or last winter, is that effective July 1, 2019, gift memberships purchased by organizations no longer count towards that minimum annual expectation. So a lot of our groups would want to purchase memberships for their True Tiger memberships for their scholars or other students from their areas. That's still a wonderful sentiment, and we will, you're more than welcome to do that. However, they just won't count towards the membership recruiting appeal code any longer. And just wanted to reiterate, we're not trying to be punitive with this. It's just really that our association has taken a hard look at membership. It's our driving budget factor. It's what allows us to do so much programming. And we just really want everybody to be in it together and working towards this common goal. And so having the out of being able to buy memberships just really wasn't in that, in the same we're all in this together type of mentality. So that's why we've made the change. But we are excited about some of these new enhanced toolkit that we are about to show you too, so to help you with those membership recruitments. And then the last thing that we talked about during Leaders Weekend, and really excited because I just saw the preview and they are about this targeted membership appeals about to hit mailboxes tomorrow. So you may remember last spring that we did a Show Me Your Stripes campaign where we targeted best prospects and for the free organization, and then gave you their names, information, so you all could follow up with the personalized ask. And so we're doing it again, and for regional chapters, it's a homecoming themed appeal. Like I said, it will actually hit mailboxes tomorrow so that they will be in there for next week with homecoming. And we will then follow up with all the information, names and information of those people who are receiving it, and so that you as organizations or volunteers within your organization can follow up directly with those people. MAA has invested in this printed appeal, but then we're passing it on to you, passing the baton on to you and your organization to then really do the personalized follow-up of saying, hey, we want you to join. You may have gotten this in the mailbox, but we're hoping that you guys can help carry the load a little bit with that. Like I said, the new members will count on your respective appeal code for this appeal, and it was based on the size of your organization is what we determined for how many households it would get. So without further ado, we really want to jump in and show you our exciting new Recruitment Resource Center online. So bear with me while I get out of the presentation. Oops. And into the Resource Center. So this, as you can see, the Resource Center is at mizzou.com/member recruitment. So you can, it's all online. You can access it any time of day, anytime you need it. And it is on our website. So we have had a lot of these resources for a while, but just haven't had it all together in one place. And it was really enlightening working, talking with some of the groups that I work with recently about, hey, you know, it'd be really helpful if we had this and had this. And so we finally were charged with putting this all together and making it super easy and useful for you all. So I just want to dive a little bit deeper into our into this resource center to show you some of the things that are available and that you can come back to at a later time to do a little bit more exploring on your own. So we tried to divide each of these into some of the top ways to grow membership. So I'm going to go ahead and start with events. You know, a lot of our, not everything, an event doesn't solve everything, but a lot of our groups host events. And so just want to give a few strategies and tips for how you can really leverage membership and maximize membership within your event. So many of our organizations are already doing this, but one easy way to reinforce membership is to offer differentiated member and non-member pricing. So like I said, a lot of our groups are already queued up doing this, but if you are not, or you aren't implementing it into all of your paid events, start to think about ways that you might be able to do that, because it's just a really easy off the from the get-go way to do that. And then include membership messaging into your program. So we hope that when you're having these events, even if it's just really brief, that you're going to have some sort of program or announcement to welcome people and kind of bring everybody together. And so go ahead and you can, during that time, give a thank you or a shout out to the members who are in there. So we have some sample scripts that you can access. You can just load this up, and a few talking points about membership or ways that you can implement it into a script if you're just not 100% sure how to implement it. And then also, if you just need a refresher on what are the talking points of general membership, we've got some of that too. So this tried to make it really infographic and friendly, but why should you join membership? Because you love Mizzou, and reinforcing that membership really helps all of these different areas within the Alumni Association and within Mizzou. It's the easiest way to give back and support the university. And then there's some other resources in here too. I won't go over them one by one, but that just help you if you need a refresher on what do you get from your membership, some of the benefits, and then again, what does it do to help, then you can go through some of those in that one. So if you're not already doing this, going back to the events, go ahead and host a designated membership table with a well-positioned sign. So as part of that, to help queue you up, we have, we've got this really fun, our talented designers designed this too, so you can go ahead and have it printed at home, or if you need to run to Kinko's, you can do that, but a really awesome sign that says join here. Or if you're going to have some sort of membership raffle, we've got signage that looks a little bit more professional and is branded appropriately, so just easy to download and print. Usually we try to stock you up with membership forms, but if you are out and need one at the last minute, we've got one of those on. Note that it is just a sample one. It's not customized to your appeal, so you'll want to make sure once you print it out that you go ahead and write what your appeal code is on the bottom, or write that URL on it to make sure that your group gets the credit. And then if you need a refresher on what the appeal code is or what the URL is, then we've got that here too for you to access whenever you need it. Okay. So this is kind of similar to giving the shout out during the program about how to recognize members, but then also you could go ahead and give appreciation to members attending events. So one thing that Christy and our designers have been working on and will have ready and available shortly are some member and life member stickers, so that you can have those out, and when if you're going to have a name tag at your event, that when they write their name tag, they can also grab an annual member or a life member, whatever membership level they are, to stick on their name tag at the same time and be able to denote that they are in fact a member, and and then as board members, you all can then thank and reinforce that appropriately. And then another thing that you can do is have member-only raffle or a member-only gift to reinforce the benefits of membership. Membership is going to speak, and the pitch is going to speak to everybody a little bit differently. Some people are going to be really into that it's giving back and that it's the right thing to do, and then others are going to be a little bit more interested in what's the benefit to me, or what can I get out of it. So being able to have a little bit of both, and so sometimes offering a small gift or a little bit of swag or a raffle option for members is a great way to do that. So if you decide you do want to do a raffle slip or going to do a raffle and need some slips, we have those available for you to download and print off as well. And then finally, this is if you are going to talk to somebody at an event, and knowing that not everybody's going to just join on the spot. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, or you guys are running around in a million different places. Then go ahead and make a note and make sure that you're following up with non-member attendees after the event. So whether that's a personalized note, or you're being a little bit more strategic about trying to send a kind of more formal appeal, it's a great way to remind them that you actually had a conversation and help convert, that it's not just this one-time transaction, that you're actually invested in and interested in it. So I'll let Christy do a little bit more diving into some of these other aspects, and then we can take questions.
Yeah, so next up we've got finding future members. So like Stephanie said, we're currently working on our homecoming appeal, which will drop tomorrow. And I have provided those lists of the top 50 to, I can't remember, 200 or whatever it was, top prospects in your area. So we've done a lot of analyzing on our end of who we feel are our top prospects based on their history of giving or their past years of membership, and just their affinity score and things like that. So we really have found over the past year that this appeal is working, and so we want to be able to provide you all with the top prospects in your area so that you can reach out to them. And one other thing we learned last year was that it does take multiple touches to get that person to join. We sent 4 direct mail pieces to the same group last year, and we found that the 4th appeal that they received was the highest performing appeal. So that's telling us that they're not tired of us asking them to become a member. It's just taken a little bit more effort on our end, which is where you all can come into play and can really support our efforts that we're doing internally here. So once that direct mail homecoming appeal hits, you all will receive the list of the people in your area, and we hope that you do follow up with them through emails using or phone or direct mail, however you see fit, using the sample copy that we've provided on the site here. And that also goes to like reminding lapsed members and expiring members, please use that copy to reach out to them and remind them of that their membership is about to expire. We have a renewal sample here, so it kind of speaks to someone who's already a member, but they might be due to renew. So it's just a gentle nudge to remind them of all their great benefits that we offer. And then one other thing that we're going to be doing this year to help in the efforts of you all earning your 5 points to recruit life members and hopefully making it easy for you is providing you a list of current members in your area that are just ready to be asked to upgrade to life. Because sometimes that's all it takes, is just someone asking them like, hey, I've seen you've been a member for 8 years now. Like, you make a really great life member, and you'd really support our organization. So we'll be providing those lists to you too of the top prospects of annual members to upgrade. One other thing we found that really makes an impact is making it personal. So just kind of pay attention to why someone, if you're at an event or something, obviously they're interested in attending your events. So when you follow up with them with an ask to join, make sure that you mention like, hey, like, we really appreciate you coming to our event. And did you know that if you were to attend one of our tailgates or something, that you get a discount as a member? So pay attention to what you feel like they're involved in. If it seems like they're involved in scholarships, make a point in your note to them to mention what we raise over $600,000 in scholarships every year, and your membership is going to support that. So you don't have to throw everything at them, but try to pay attention to what they might be into. So we've got some sample language that you can download here to help with that effort.
Pull it up really quick to show you. So several different things membership asks. So whether it's a handwritten note or you want to put it in email, there are lots of different ways, and this is well, obviously we want you to customize and make it personal and make it what's going to resonate for you, but this is kind of a starting point for you so you're not starting completely with a blank page.
So next, like I mentioned before, be consistent. It might take a couple touches to get that person to become a member. We all know how busy we are, and sometimes you just forget. And I hear from people all the time that call me. They're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lapse, and I promise I want to be a member. And they think they've done something wrong, but I'm like, it's okay. I understand. I'm busy too. So don't feel like you're bothering them, because like I said, we found that it's taken some effort and some reminding of people to pay. So I think that's helpful. Next up, welcome new members. So make sure that whenever you're hosting events and things that you're welcoming them to your event and recognizing that. And then also we'll be providing list of people who you have recruited recently. So this should be a monthly list that you'll receive for new members that you've recruited. We want to make sure that you all are able to welcome them and thank them for their membership as quickly as possible. So we've developed an automated list that we will end up sending to you all monthly that'll say, John Smith joined in your area, and he's a new member. So, and he was recruited on your appeal code. So we know that someone on your, in your area recruited him, so that you'll be able to personally thank him. So we have some sample messaging for that too, because we want to make sure that once they are a member, that they remain a member and feel appreciated, and that somebody noticed too. So hopefully that's helpful for you all, and it should be exciting. I know I get excited whenever I see all the memberships that come in on the mail that I send out. So it's pretty cool to see your efforts kind of fulfilled and working.
Yeah. And then finally, we just put kind of, rather than having to dig through about, was that an event related link or a personal related link, we tried to put all them in this resource library. So all the links are here at the bottom if you just need to go and search for it. All of a sudden, I do want to point out this top one, the recruitment policy. So a lot of times for new volunteers, or even for some seasoned ones, that just membership is confusing. There's a lot of jargon and language that we have. So we really tried to distill it down and give you the membership 101, explaining the recruitment minimums. Again, what a new member is versus a lapsed member, because a lapsed member doesn't necessarily mean that they've never been a member. It just means that they are not current and that their membership at some point in time has lapsed. And so this is kind of just the basics, and for people that are new to your organization or for those who need a refresher, this can be a really helpful tool if you ever have a question. And so with that, we just we'll open it up and see. I think I saw the chat box had a few questions, and so let's see if anybody has anything. Am I supposed to be hearing something? You are supposed to be hearing something, Warren. Oh no. Okay, well we will we'll make sure that we send you this. Oh good. He is now. Fantastic. So do you all have any questions for us, or? And since I think there are only two of us on the call, I will go ahead and we can open it up and see what you all say.